Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the GROW program. Thank you for tuning in. As you are well aware, I am on a journey over here, going through a lot of different things. So this is the first time that I've ever really taken this kind of break. It's only been I think it's been about 3 days that I haven't done a show, and kind of had a little setback over here. So I want you to think about, the videos when I started out, about a month and a half ago now. It's about a month and a half ago. When I started out, I started out talking about the legend Chadwick Boseman. Talked about him. That's really where it really all began, and watching the racial injustice that's going on in the United States. And so, propelled to get up and make videos. And then the ancestors put the GROW program on me and on my spirit. And then I just began to research our African spirituality. So that's really where this all is about, is African spirituality. And I'm going to tell you, so many people are afraid of it. They think of it as voodoo and black magic and witchcraft. And it's none of that. It's our life. It's our, excuse me. It's how we began. It's our foundation. It's not the Christianity. It is our foundation, because how we do, Jesus forgives you. And then you have to live in honor to God and your ancestors, and with your heart and your mind in the right place. That's spirituality. That's incorporating Africa, your spirituality, your life into your life, because that is your life. That's a part of your life. You don't know it because we weren't never taught it. But spirituality is real. It is really real, and how you live and how you treat people, because all that comes back on you. You have ancestors, and they real. It's spirits, good spirits, tormented souls, ghosts. Those are the ghosts, tormented souls. People who've been on this earth who do wrong, who don't do right by folks, who evil, who got bad intentions. The heart is the design of your actions. So in other words, your heart is the architect of your actions. Whatever you do, what is your heart behind it? How is your heart behind your actions? How is your heart behind what you decide to do for somebody? How you decide to act towards somebody? I'm going to tell you, like I told, this is a journey that I'm going through. So I went through a period where I had to stop arguing with my husband. I had to learn how to listen, how to be quiet, and I went through that period. But then the Lord showed me some things, that yes, I gave you a mind, and you are here for a purpose. I'm not here to I'm going to tell you something. I'm not here to be a wife. I'm not. I can't be no wife because I'm too headstrong. I'm too, I'm here for a purpose. I'm here to live for the Lord. I'm not here to live for a man. And so now I want you to think about this. I don't know if you ever saw this movie, but if you were African, you probably have. And I want you to think about this woman, because this is a true queen legend. I'm telling you, I think about this woman all the time, Miss Harriet Tubman, because I think about the daunting task that she had in front of her, and she knew what the Lord had put on her spirit to do. And I'm going to tell you something. She came back to get her husband and her family. And I want you to think about something. Think about this. When she went to her husband and told him, when she came back and told him, I want to take you to freedom. I want you to be happy. I want you to see what it's going to be like to live a life in honor and glory here on this earth. We don't have to be held in captive. We don't have to be enslaved. It's different. And then he refused to go with her. Can you imagine? That's her husband. That's her life partner. That's the man that she dreamed that once she get free, they going to be free together. They going to be happy. They going to be living under the Lord. God is going to bless them, but no, he refused to go with her. So people, over these past 3 days, that's what I dealt with, because I've been living the GROW program now since September, really, since it really kicked in September and the end of August. The end of August is when I started making the videos. And September, I'm really going through a change over here. October, the change is done, and the Lord done revealed some things to me about who is and who ain't going on this journey. So he knew about the GROW program, and I got to tell you this because my life is an open book, and this is a testimony. No matter what God put in front of you, you got to do it. No matter who going with you or who ain't going with you, because if you don't, your soul got to give an account. Okay, so now he done told me that he see how happy I am and how I've changed and how I'm on here on the podcast trying to help people. I'm trying to tell you about your African ancestry, about your spirituality. It's more to it than Christianity. I can tell you some personal things, but I save all that for later. Some different things going on over here. And God just revealed to me, that my husband, he told me to turn my back on the GROW program. He told me, you don't need that. You were doing fine before you started doing that. No, I was not. We was over here arguing, acting a fool, clowning. I was drinking, and I'm not doing that anymore. My life is changed. So since he has walked out, I got offered a bottle of wine. Well, here you go down and relax. So I'm sitting here staring at the bottle of wine. I already know where I done came from. I already know where I'm not going back to. And, and then on top of that, I got him telling me to turn my back on God, turn my back on the GROW program, turn my back on what's working for me, turn my back on my life purpose. What I know now is my life purpose. I done a complete transformation in these past 3 months. Okay, look. So then he said, you don't need that. You don't need the GROW program. You just here to be my wife and to take care of me. And then I thought about it. No, when I came in this earth, when I came in this world, I came by myself. And when I came in this world, I didn't even have clothes on. But when I came in this world, I had God. And that's who done carried me through for all these years. It wasn't none of you. I ain't just met you a few years back. So I know that God been carrying me, and that ain't none of my God. He ain't my God. I know who my God is. So I know what my purpose is. So I'm going to tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let you know, whoever is in your life, don't let nobody change you. You begin to do that change yourself. You know where you need to be, where you need to change it, and the things you need to do. And when you look in the mirror, what you want to see. Don't let nobody dictate what they want you to look like or how they want you to act or what you here for. You here for them. No, you're not here for them. You're here for God. You're here for you. You got a purpose. It's a reason that you are here. This ain't no accident. Your mama say, yeah, you was accidentally born, but there ain't no accident that you here. It's a purpose that you here. It's a reason that you here. So I got to keep going forward. just like she did. She turned around and left, and then she came back, got all her family, came back, got everybody who wanted to go. Because look, she had a train she was running on the Underground Railroad. She had to keep on going. No matter who didn't want to go with her, she kept on going. But once she got on the train, you wasn't getting off. You staying on the train till you get to glory. So that's where we headed, people. No matter who fall off, and who don't want to go. Because right now, I got to give an account to these souls that I'm trying to carry to the Lord. So that's what we got to do and what we got to work on. We can't worry about the rebels who don't want to get on board. We got to go forward ourselves, just as she did. We got a daunting task in front of us, but we can do this. We can live in honor. We can live a life in glory. We can watch the ancestors manifest beautiful things in our life. Because I'm going to tell you something. I realize now the weight that I had on me because I know I can't fly with dead weight on me. I can't fly. So you can't either. We need to let go of that dead weight, and we need to keep on going. So I need you on board with me. We're going to keep on going. The podcast is doing wonderfully. I'm very, very proud of it. I'm very happy, but it ain't me. It's God. So let's just give God the praise and just thank him and just keep on going and try to live a life in honor and glory, people. Remember that. I love you. Let's grow. We got to keep growing. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. Don't let nobody stunt your growth. God bless.